Hey guys, welcome back again. Dave's Dimension, welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. This time around, well, some more tech. Now, as you guys know, if you've been paying attention to the channel, if you're a follower of the channel, you know we've been slowly upgrading everything. New layout for our videos, redesigning the dimension here, got some new cases and new setups. Among that, I've also been trying to upgrade the technology. This past year, the dimensional computer passed away. We got a new computer. Had to do a little modification on that computer with the new CB cooler. That's in a previous video. Also been slowly upgrading the cameras using a Razer Kia Pro for this. That's where you're seeing me right now. Ring lights, trying to improve the channel as much as I can on my limited budget. Speaking of limited budgets, now I've been thinking of seriously upgrading my microphone. I have a Blue Yeti Snowball that I use, and it's done very well for me, and it's pretty nice. But I would like to kind of crank things up a little bit. Want to crank that notch up to 11. Okay, so I've been eyeing the Snowball. Or not the Snowball, but the Blue Yeti. Now, I'm one of those people, I guess you could call it frugal, you can call it being cheap. I like to get the most bang out of my buck, so to speak. So, I went to eBay, and I started watching a bunch of different auctions, and, well, I won one, but here's the thing. I got a Yeti, and got it at a pretty damn good price, actually, including the shipping. I did pay for shipping. But here's the thing. This guy sent it to me. All he did was just take a bunch of packing tape around the actual box and slapped a postal label on it, and that's how he shipped it off to me. I'm lucky I work from home so that I was able to run over to my mailbox at the time that this happened. I live in an apartment building, so any number of people could have been right there when the mail person was delivering the mail and could have took off with it, because it shows it's a Yeti. And let's be honest, anyone that knows anything knows that these aren't exactly cheap. It's not like it's a $20, $30 mic you can get on Amazon or eBay or GameStop or whatnot. So yeah, here it is. I have not opened it up yet. I was going to save that for this. So yeah, now I would have preferred a black or a blue one, but they had the silver one. I'm not going to complain. I got a really good deal on it. Besides, if I really, really, really want to get picky, I could always take it apart and, well, do a paint mod. I have been known to do a few paint mods before. So, let's get right on into this, guys. You know me. I just couldn't, I just had to go for it. I had to go and take a chance. So I did. And here it is. So, let's see, where am I going to start with all this tape that he has on here? Yeah, this is going to be fun. There we go. So yeah, literally, I mean, nothing against the guy personally. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, he just has a bunch of packing tape on here. And from what I can see, it doesn't look like... It says it was supposed to be brand new, by the way. It says it was brand new, but I noticed some dings, some busted indents on the box itself. And honestly, it doesn't look like it's factory sealed still. So, let's see what happens. Let's see if I wasted my money or did I get a good deal. So, let's see what happens. There we go. Box is opened. Just taking a look here. Looks like, it looks like it is still factory sealed here. You still have that. I can't see any other kind of tape holding that on there. So it looks like it is still factory sealed. So I don't know, it just seemed kind of really weird and odd. So here we go. Obviously this is USB wire for the computer. Let's get right on into this. We got ourselves a nice little thick Yeti book. And here we go. This has some heft to it. And that's it. We got some packing here. We'll put this back in for now. We'll toss that to the side. So, slide this right off. And I guess this is what a lot of people do when they need to port their, make their mic portable. They will turn it around. Now, I guess I don't really need a mic stand. I mean, I have my little arm right here. Don't know if you guys can see. I have a nice little mic right here, a mic arm, but I am actually replacing that. I have one ordered that should be coming, Sunday. So there is a way for me to mount this onto that kind of a stand, and I think I'm going to do that because, one, if I'm doing an unbox, I have my mic right here, because this is, you want your microphone where it says blue on it, right on the front here. That's how you want to speak into it. I mean, I've watched dozens of YouTube videos. I know that I need to speak right in front of my mic here. I mean, when I'm speaking, I'm literally right here. I'm just inches away, so it can catch my voice. It's a cardioid microphone, which means it's grabbing everything that's in front of it right here. It doesn't grab sounds that are behind it. Doesn't grab sounds that are away. That's why a lot of times if I'm making a video, my wife or someone might come in and they're talking, but you don't hear them because this is a cardioid mic. Unless they're relatively close, they're not going to get picked up. Now this can move. A few cool things about this is we have the mute button right here. We have volume control if you wanted to jack a pair of headphones in, which I do have headphones, of course. And of course, on the back, this is where we have our controls here. We have our gain, we have our different modes. Now, each one's pretty clear, and you can check the different logos to see what the patterns are. The solid circle, that's just everything that's completely round. The cardioid is this upside down heart, which is pretty much what I'll be using for the most part, guys. Okay. Then you get the one that looks like an 8. It's just two circles together, like if you're doing an interview, okay? And then we got the little side-by-side, almost like an infinity, that will grab sound from side to side of the mic. So from left to right, so on and so forth. Front to back is the 8. The circles complete all 360s, 360 degrees, and then the cardioid would be just whatever's in front of it right here. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now I don't have to use this base if I don't want to. I've seen plenty of people do this where they will just take this, unscrew this right out. You can always screw it back on. Okay, now we get the other side now. And there we go. So now see the weight, everything just came apart. Most of the weight is here in the stand, in the base, so it's not something that's going to typically tip over. Okay, so I can just screw this right onto a mic stand. I have another stand right here. See, we can just simply, if I wanted to, I could do something like this. I mean, this is not going to look aesthetically pleasing, but it's a thing we could do. If I can get it to catch, there we go. You can literally put it on any kind of a mic stand, guys. I mean, literally, if I wanted to, I could use it like this, and I'm still speaking in front of it. It's going to catch everything that I say. It's a thing I could do. I'm not going to do that, though. One of the reasons why I want to go for, the mic arm I have is actually fairly cheap. It's not the most stable, And what do I mean by most stable? Well, let me show you. Now, just to show you guys, I'm going to tilt the camera down. Whoa, not that far down, but that right there. Okay, as you can see, right here, I actually have wires wrapped around it, and I don't have them wrapped around for sake of cable management, okay? I have them wrapped around because if I don't, this arm will go all the way up. It's very cheap. It does have little thumb screws, but they don't hold it down in the right position. It will slowly go up. It's not as firm. It doesn't stay in a position. It is a very cheap microphone stand, guys. This scissor arm, as it's commonly called, is not the most stable. I mean, I have the wires wrapped around. Let me give you guys a better idea. I have the wires wrapped around like that, not for cable management, but to keep the arm in its spot. Not the most ideal. Now, we need to do a little test on this, don't we? Yes, we do. So, I'm going to pause the video right here, and we will be right back. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're back. I am using the Yeti Classic right now. The snowball is disconnected, as you can see. Removed the wire, just brought the wire over to this one. So they're pretty interchangeable. So, testing 1 2 1 2. How do I sound? How do I sound? Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. How do I sound? Can you hear me? How do I sound? Now I'm going to turn this around. Can you hear me? How do I sound? Do I sound worse? Do I sound the same? Tell me, how do I sound? How do I look? So there we are. We have the microphone. There's probably a little bit more testing I can potentially do here. Just grab all these little pieces together. Washer, little grommet right here. So this microphone, on average, can be a little pricey. I'm not going to toss away the stand. I might use it for other purposes. But my desk is kind of low. If it was a little bit higher, I would still use that stand, possibly. I mean, I do have this mic stand right here, and this is I got from Amazon. It is adjustable, but I actually have a very nice, sturdy arm stand that's coming. That way, I can have a free space to move my arms freely, because we're going to be doing some Lego builds, and also I like to participate in some Gundam builds with Colbane Games in his streams on his channel. And speaking of Colbane, if you're not familiar with him, he does a bunch of some awesome taste testing streams or taste testing videos. Him and his wife, they do like vlog videos for traveling, and he also does Gundam or Gunpla builds. If you're not familiar, there's an anime, long-running anime series with different iterations known as Gundam, and the fandom is Gunpla, which is basically putting together gunmetal plastics that are little mech soldiers or little mech fighters. It's a pretty awesome anime. It's a nice, fun hobby too. You can see I have some of my Gundams right behind me, right here on the shelves. It's a fun, very cool, very awesome hobby. So I like to have a lot of space on my desk. Of course, I'm pushing the mic away a little bit further, so it's about halfway between me and the monitor right now. But the thing is, having a mic stand, if you have something that's very lightweight, it's easy to tip over. And I mean, if you have a heavy stand, it's another weight, and that can cause all kinds of distortions. There we go. We don't need that. So this is hopefully going to sound pretty well, pretty awesome, I'm hoping. So I haven't tried anything yet. I haven't downloaded the software, because there is Blue software. In fact, we just did a review on the Pro X Logitech headphones, which actually interacts with my PC using Blue software. No Blue hardware whatsoever, but Blue software. Just like this is a Blue Yeti, and this was a Blue Snowball. So I'm going to have to play around with some of the settings, but what you're hearing is fresh out of the box. No fiddling, no filtering. Straight out of the box, added directly into OBS. So there we go, guys. And now I should have sound again. So what do you guys think? Okay, so we just did a quick sound test. We're still using the Blue Yeti. Now, as you notice, I have G-Hub up here because Blue Yeti was, well, it was bought by Logitech a while back. That's why there's blue software in the Logitech Pro X that I have had the headphones. So I already had it on the computer. And if you notice, it already recognizes the Blue Yeti microphone. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now, this is just a regular sound. This is without anything else. I can enable or disable it. So let's go ahead and just test this out. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 2. This is a test. Voice test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. There you can hear. 2. This is a test. Voice test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 2. This is a test. Voice test 1 2 1 2 1 2. And it'll just keep looping through. So there we go, just a basic test. Now there's different settings if you're using NVIDIA. I am not. I have an AMD computer, so NVIDIA is not even. They have a little option here, as you guys can see right here in the text. NVIDIA Audio Effects enable AI-powered noise and room echo removal filters. Well, that's if you have a lot of echo. They even have some broadcasting extras. If you happen to have NVIDIA, I do not. So we're not even, well, we can explore it because I don't have NVIDIA. So there. Now, as far as enabling Blue Voice. So we can enable Blue Voice. We can make a lot of different settings. Now I did a really long video on the Logitech Pro X headset. I love the headset. There's a lot of things to play through with it, so it turned into a very long unbox video. So I do apologize for that. But again, there's different filters that we can go through. Let's take a look at the difference between how I sounded before and how I sound now. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. How do I sound? How do I sound? This is a test. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. You have to at least record 5 seconds so you can listen to yourself. That's just how it goes. Testing 1 2 1 2. How do I sound? How do I sound? This is a test. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay. Testing 1 2 1 2. Now there are different settings. There's AM, so like AM radio if you want more bass in your voice. There's broadcaster. There's classic radio, crisp and warm. There's all these different kind of filters that we can play around with. So if we wanted to sound a certain kind of way, I don't have a headset put on here just yet, but we can play around with some of this. But honestly, this is going to come down to your own preference. You want low voice, you want soft tone, you want loud, you want high voice, soft or loud. There's different options, warm and vintage. We can do warm and vintage. I don't know how that sounds right now because I'm just talking here. I don't have headsets to hear the sound back in. I mean, I could pull out my headphones, but I want you guys to tell me what you think. And I'm actually going to watch the video after I make it as well. After I finish closing it out, editing it, I'll check it out. And I don't do any kind of fancy editing. Now, here's something that's pretty cool. We have different voice options. Now, again, these are things that I have not played around with. And I'm not hearing this. I'm just going to hear my own voice.
So we have alien. I sound like an alien voice here. I don't even know. DJ Robot, we got demon. Who wants to sound like a demon? Who doesn't like it, let's be honest. Dream. Electro Beast. Ethereal. Fishbowl.
Gender shift. Gender shift, again for male. Haunted.
Check mark, alien chipmunk. I don't know how that sounds, but we're going to check it out afterwards. There's a lot of stuff we can do. So, witness protection.
Oh God, we gotta have fun with that one. I mean, how do I sound right there? Let's.
A little mic test. How do I sound? I don't know. I don't know this man. I don't know this man. I don't know. Put that down. No.
So, a little mic test. How do I sound? I don't know. I don't know this man. I don't know this man. I don't know. Put that down. No. So what do you guys think? Pretty awesome, right? Okay, so there we are. You can play around with a lot of settings. I just checked that last clip that I recorded. My voice did sound a little in and out a little bit, I didn't notice. Probably because I'm not using the actual mic that came with it, but the mics are that is the wire that came with it. I'm using the one that came with my snowball, so there could be some variable differences right there. I have to play around with it. I gotta play around with the settings to see what's gonna be the overall. One thing I did notice is I have to unplug the wire from the mic so my desktop speakers will work. And I know why. On the underside here, we actually have a little, like, we have a little we have a little headset jack. So you can take your headset. Now this is more of an option for those who might be podcasters. So you can actually hear and monitor yourself. So I can actually hear myself right now. With the headphones, I can actually hear myself. I can adjust the volume. I can also adjust the gain here. Oh, nope, that's kind of weird. So I can hear a lot of gain, or I can lower it down right here in the back. So there's different things you can do. Like if I wanted to reopen G-Hub again, wait for that to load, and I can hear all the different sounds in real time. Like when we were doing the effects.
Testing one, two, testing.
Around with this. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing.
Around with this. Testing one, two, 1 2 Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing. Around with this. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing. Around with this. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. And obviously that's the alien right there. That's the alien voice.
DJ Robot. Now I can hear myself as the DJ Robot right now. Now let's do the record.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2.
Okay. Now testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. So yeah, I can hear it in the replay, but not when I'm talking live. So then again, it's going to be something you're going to have to play around with, guys. Like I said, in previous videos, I've said I'm wanting to get into gaming, and we're going to be launching game stream relatively soon. I wanted to get this first because I want to have a lot of clarity. Okay. Excuse me. So, and also just like with a lot of the Blue Yeti, or all the Blue voice software, you can make your own profiles. We can adjust this completely if we want. There is a sampler version as well. They have this set for different Eastern stands, air raid if you want ambient sounds. Let's try that. Play that. Okay. Don't know if you guys heard that. Eastern stands. Let's check that out. Enchanted Meadow. Pretty wicked. So apparently there's a whole list in here, like
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
a whole host of arrays of different settings here, different sounds I guess you can import and use for your streams. I honestly have to look up a lot more stuff. Obviously, there's different versions of different expressions. I'm guessing this might be possibly another foreign language like Chinese, maybe Italy, Russian, Spanish. Well, two different versions, traditional Spanish. I'm guessing that's Latin. Air horns, a
whole bunch of stuff we could go here. Bleep. You mother. Yeah. You hole. You know, you can play around with a lot of this stuff. I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun testing out everything here. Alrighty. Well, you know what that means? Game over. So there we are, guys. I've got a lot of settings I can play around with. This should be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the headphones part. I mean, I can always get a nice, some earbuds to connect into this to maybe, a wired headset of some kind. Something that's maybe not as pronounced and not as noticeable during the videos. Um, I mean, I'm going to be using these headsets obviously for my gaming streams and for some live streams. So we'll see what happens. Maybe this becomes a regular thing for me, so I can monitor my own voice and my own sound for quality of the channel and stuff. So what do you guys think? On a scale of 1 to 10, do you think I did pretty well? So all in all, I think I did pretty damn good. Um, you know, I got this microphone on eBay for about 54 and change. That's after tax and shipping. And considering, take a look at the prices again here. $109, $199 on average for this microphone. So I got the mic for half. I think I did pretty good. I'm going to have to play around with a lot of the settings, guys. I mean, that's obviously a given. You know, you can't just plug and play and go off. I'm going to have to read some book. I'm going to check out a bunch of YouTube videos, of course, from other amazing content creators, like everyday people like you and me who are out there, and check to see what are going to be the best settings and the best applications of what I'll be able to actually do in the future with this. So, there we are. We upgraded from a Snowball to a Yeti. What will we do next? Stay tuned. So until next time, guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been following the channel. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel, giving us views, commenting, giving us likes. And that's another thing you guys can do. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. If you got comments, questions, queries, anything whatsoever you want to ask me, hit me up in the comment section below, or better yet, you can always email me at davesdimension@gmail or davesdimension78@gmail.com. You can always hit me up on Instagram. We got our socials right at the top of the screen right there. We got Daves_Dimension on Instagram. You can always hit me up at Dimension Daves on Twitter. And of course, if you want to participate in trying to help donate to the channel, we have our Cash App at $Daves Dimension if you want to donate to the channel to help us improve and also bring some more amazing unboxing items coming your way. So until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And guess what, guys? I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.